Hey everybody, it is Tuesday. It's from the barracks, and that was oriented wrong. um, what? That's weird. All right. So we're here once again to talk about some cool stuff happening at the prison. So let's go ahead and get started and talking about some fun airsoft stuff while everybody starts rolling in. As you all know, what's up, Tubbs? How you doing, brother? We I played some airsoft yesterday and had some fun, so I'll definitely be showing some clips of that tonight. Um, that's why I'm all disoriented. I have the there. I feel much better now. Why is it doing this? Are you intentionally trying to make your face half and half?
No, you did that. I'm trying to make my face less close.
um, how's everybody doing? Hey Tubbs. Hey Cooper. Hey Nick. All right, and now you're
And now
fuzzy.
it's out of focus.
Yeah, I'm in Florida. Virtue currently is in Texas. So once again, I am Joker for Players Wanted. With me is the man with the mohawk, the king of the Kappas, Virtue from Sinister Customs, and we're gonna talk about some fun stuff tonight. So, one of the things I want to talk about is we have a video going viral right now, sort of viral, and it's funny. It was me, the first game of the day yesterday, being just incredibly lazy, and I thought I would share it here.
Totally not hiding in the house.
Oh, hey. What's up, dude? Oh, shit. Hey, coming out.
Chair soft, baby.
I was kicked back, relaxed. It was a free for all. It was three of us playing, and I was announcing where I was, sort of, because I totally wasn't hiding in the house, and it was just a fun night. Wait a second. My friends and I be playing in an abandoned asylum in Mims, Titusville. Okay, there's awesome. You all have permission to play there because if not, that could be problematic. But last night, some of y'all might remember, like if you're watching Tuesday, I was complaining about a particular player, and this was actually the video, one of the videos I was playing from last week, where I was complaining about this dude in the tan hoodie. So here's the gameplay. So it was almost it was almost like a prophecy of where I went to go play against the same guy again, and this was yesterday.
Bro.
We'll turn on bed right.
That just happened.
Damn it, man! I thought
That
you were
was
still
a
doing
great
intro.
time for you to chime in.
Yeah. No.
It wasn't the white TPN, I guess. It's to do with the tan thing.
Look like the tan plate carrier.
What's the tan plate carrier and with the tan hoodie. So this was the one that was like. So I got pissed off yesterday because of the nonsense that he was doing, the way that he was carrying himself, and the way they continuously did the cheating and all that. Rarely, if ever, do I actually come off the field and pull video immediately. I mean, I'll show refs if they ask for it, but at MA they typically don't care. This dude, he just drove me nuts because, well, this happened.
In your head and in your shoulder. In your head and in your shoulder. Him. No.
In your head and in your shoulder.
Y'all
Like-
saw that, right?
Yep.
Like, you actually see a tab on his shoulder go flipping up, and he continued to play. So what I did was I decided to embarrass the shit out of him in front of the entire lobby. What's up, Stillwell? So I turned around and I clipped that video, and then I walked up to him. I was like, "So you're still saying I didn't shoot you at the thing?" He goes, "No, you didn't." And then I went right in front of his buddies, and I zoomed in. I was like, "Then explain this. Explain how I didn't hit you." And he was just like, "Whatever." So anytime people came in or like would go there, it was like a stare down thing, and like constantly just like ragged on him about being a cheater because throughout the day he didn't stop cheating. He actually flipped the full auto because he's shooting .20s from one end of MA to the other, and a shitty ass stock gun with that stupid ass res laser. And here's me with the O call all the way at the other end, just with my 3.2s shooting all the way down the line and lining up and shooting shots into him, and he doesn't want to call it.
The problem is, bro, he had the laser on, so you didn't clearly get the shield down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's like, yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it? I was like, all right, bro. I'm gonna be talking all sorts of shit about you online and all that. I'm literally gonna cut all the video of all the cheating he did yesterday and last Wednesday, put it in like an 8-minute long video, and just put it up on YouTube. One guy. So
Did Bone Crusher tickets just drop?
probably.
Okay, I'm trying to find them.
There is no HPA at Miami, much to my
There's-
chagrin.
Much to my relief, I played in Miami when it had HPA, and it was not a good time, to be honest with you.
To be fair, I'll give credit where credit is due. Miami is not a good field for it based off the clientele is there. If
Mhm.
some of these guys had like a dual creep
Subs.
build, it would be ridiculous.
And they did. My wife made some lovely pot roast. It's actually pretty delicious tonight.
I had
Hey,
jalapeno
Gert, how you
poppers.
doing?
Jalapeno pork poppers. That's what I was eating.
I'm
Nice.
waiting for my food to be delivered because I just woke up.
Isn't that lovely?
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that,
Until
Stillwell.
about noon.
I'm not. That's cool.
You're so mean, man.
I'm honoring today. I had too much thinking to do driving home. I'm actually more pissed today than anything else. Bone Crusher.
Where the hell did this video come from?
Joe Mama.
It's actually a pretty good sweep video. I just don't know where the hell it came from. It was sitting on my desktop. Yeah, yesterday we actually had the opportunity to play with Stingray Airsoft. I guess he'd been wanting to go out to do a collab for a while, so he came out. He's a new YouTuber down here, and evidently he plays on like Friday nights. And I was like, forget that nonsense.
Did you ever freeze for anybody else?
Huh?
He called that Joe Mama.
All right, let's see here. Okay, so
Hey, Stillwell, where are you moving to?
There we go. All right, there we go. All right. No, it's fine. I mean, Captain, he got lit up. I mean, I kept shooting into him like nonstop. I mean, I'll put a bunch of videos tonight, showing it. It's just like he tried to play uncle with me and failed because you could see his BBs going all the way around me, but not actually at me. And here I am just shooting lasers right into him.
Poor planning, sir.
Huh?
Not you. Stillwell. Poor planning.
Oh, well, that's Stillwell's fault. So another fun thing happened last night, and I'm sure you all appreciate this and get a little kicker out of it. I broke out the Twisted Tea can for the first time in a hot minute, and wanted to show off what I could do with my lovely blue G&G high cap.
Whoa! Shit. Oh shit! Fuck!
Oh, he almost got me.
Oh shit!
If you shoot me, you're dead.
Ow! Ow! I heard that one. Ow!
That gun just shoots laser beams. I mean, it really is a pretty accurate one.
You'd have to adjust the hop up out of the box or anything? It just straight out of
No,
the box?
that's
Nice.
out of the box. Well, I'm also using 0.3s.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
So
I use 3.2s.
or 0.32s, 0.32 tracers, and it works out just fine. So
Would you put a little tracer unit on the end of that?
yeah,
Right.
no,
Yeah.
tracer user goes right on. They
Yeah.
made it where you could just unscrew the thing
Screw
off.
that
So you don't have
cap.
to worry
Nice.
about
I cannot wait to
taking
get
crap
mine.
off. I know yours comes next week too. I like how Sin is just like staring, dead angry and stuff. Like
I'm not angry at
I
all.
think he's still waking up. He's not. He's been asleep.
I am not angry at all. I have mine and my Whirlpool Bunny on the way. I'm more excited about my Whirlpool Bunny.
nice.
All right, I need to go look for this.
Show us your coolest gun. Most of mine are in Ohio, and it really depends what you mean by coolest.
I know, right?
February 17th through 19th. Crap, I got 2 events that month.
Oh, in
2 weeks.
in February.
Yeah. I got Bone Crusher and I got Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Thanks for making this.
Mine is the micro guns for the micro penis. No, once I get the war room set up back at home, I'll give everybody a tour. I'm actually getting rid of a bunch of crap right now to buy other crap. I'll probably never.
I don't think the tickets are ready yet.
They're not up yet. For
I
Bone
don't
Crusher?
know. Somebody just messaged me. Oh, I'll just. Will someone
I'll
please
tell
let
you
me
this,
know
man.
when the tickets come out?
Airsoft is a vicious cycle. I have a bunch of guns I'm trying to get rid of so I can buy other guns that I'll probably never use.
I already did that.
That was interesting because I was talking to Greg about that limited edition gun. He goes, "That's a gun that you're not supposed to play with," and I was like, "You are wrong there, sir. I don't care how limited edition it is. I play with all my limited edition guns. I got my
I
lovely,
don't.
I got my lovely pink one, and then I have my now my delicious blue one. All right, so let's jump into some of this. We're going to start talking about Syndicate 3 a little bit. For Syndicate 3, it's going to be DEA versus Cartel. So if you guys have questions about anything, you can actually get your tickets right here on obhmilsim.com. There we go. You guys can go there, pick up your tickets at obhmilsom.com for Syndicate 3. Actually, instead of doing that, let's go ahead and get the let's get the cool ticket link up.
Most tactical.
Virtual background.
It depends on what you mean by most tactical. I mean, not for nothing, but my most tactical weapon is probably the twisted tea pan or the frying pan, because you have to be extremely tactical to get it to work.
You're basically asking, you're asking an artist, what's our favorite shade of red?
See you, Robert.
It depends on the situation. Like, if it's CQB, I'm going to say the SMC9. If it's open field, it's a toss-up between my MTW and the Masada.
All right. My most tactical, like I said, it's going to be the pistol and a melee weapon. So that G&G Teal 1911, the Marcon Blue is nice, Tyler. Glad to hear that.
Speaking of which, if you're in the Big House Discord, you'll see the picture I posted later. Cartel. If I don't see anybody running around with gold Thunder Bees, I'm just saying.
It's.
I'm sad. I'm not gonna be able to go. Let's
I know,
get
man.
on a cruise. I'll be kicked back on a cruise, drinking.
You know, you and your first world problems can go to hell.
Yeah, I know. my regular life's getting in the way of my fun life.
Oh man, always me. I'm going to be on a boat, relaxing and drinking.
This cruise
Volleyball team.
since COVID.
All right. So since we have a lot of people coming in here, and most of them are looking forward to talking about Syndicate 3. So what are your guys' let's start getting some of these questions rolling in when it comes through. So remember, there are two main factions. It's Cartel versus DEA. DEA is all tan. So tan, and you guys can't see me slap my leg, but tan. You just is it the Gold Thunder Bees?
Oh yeah, I meant to send that earlier, and I just went back to the message and it was sitting there.
Good job, Sin. Now, Cartel is a little bit different. So, for those of you guys remember the earlier Cartel ones, you guys can have a civilian top. The requirements on the civil top is that you cannot have black, tan, or a Hawaiian shirt. So, if it's got a lot of tan, it's got a lot of black in it, you can't wear it. Predominantly, it should be anything else but and no red either. Red is the admin color. So anything else is fine. I swear to God, if we have another instance of somebody showing up with that again, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed, to be honest with you. There you go. Here's your
Cartel.
Cartel. If you guys don't have 8 of these, you fail at life, just hanging all over your kit. You should be running around with the bling bling, the boom boom bling bling. The reason why the Hawaiian shirt is not approved is because you would probably be tackled and manhandled something fierce because of Nikolai.
And if somebody says, "But I'm black," it doesn't matter. They're going to confuse you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Certain CEOs like to give out orders like capture the guy in the Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. And that's what will happen. Last time they got Nicolo and didn't get Nikolai until about 10 minutes later. Who's black? Are you
Wow.
Oh God. Let me go into. I imagine it's that the comments coming in on the Big House Milsim community. Let me jump onto that thing real quick and see who actually asked that question. let me go into. I imagine.
Oh, hang on. I gotta turn my phone off. There we go.
Oh, that's Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Really, Lauren? Really?
Oh, is that Lauren who just said bye? Oh, who's black?
Oh,
Oh, is that the Lauren?
that's D. Lauren. The
Hi, Lauren.
Hey, boss.
That boss.
Oh God.
I'd like to file an HR complaint.
Hey, boss.
I'd say I'm skinny, but that'd be a lie. I was just playing part of DEA, getting the black guy. Yes, Gert, that was exactly what happened. So far, the DEA has
Hey,
yet
Charles,
to
for
correct,
Lincoln.
capture the correct black guy, which is hilarious to me because every single time it's like we got him. HR is furloughed till spring. So
I think it's cool you have HR.
all right. So there's two additional factions that'll be out there. One is going to be an Op 4 team. They're going to be in all black.
Is that Dark Horse?
It's going to be Dark Horse, yeah. Dark Horse will be out there.
Dang, I don't know why I keep getting thinking about it. I can't go. I'm not gonna be there. Damn it.
I know, man.
Freaking Stu. Oh, man. Tickets are available now.
Tickets just went live.
Here, let me go ahead and share the link real quick. Once again.
Yeah, I got the page up.
No, virtual will be running around in blaze orange in a red shirt yelling at people.
Let's see here. Capture all the black guys. Problem solved. Oh God. You know, there are times where
Okay, so I'm going to say this. At Syndicate 2, I honestly thought that was the DEA's MO. Like, I thought that was their game plan. Just to play it safe, capture all of us, and eventually they would get the right one. They never got the right one, ironically enough.
They did not.
That was the funniest
This
thing in
time
the world.
it's gonna get the fat guy in the kilt. There's gonna be like 8 of them running around too.
So Wiener, I think you were there at Syndicate 2, weren't you?
Yes, it was. Yep, I sure was. I was part of Blackwater.
In the middle of that courtyard between 5F, by myself, is DEA walked by me.
Yep. You see that? The angry oh, Stu.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, you guys are gonna have fun capturing Cubs, man.
He's not gonna be an easy guy to hold around. Anyways, so our Op 4 team is going to be in all black. They will be working with you. They'll be working against you. They'll be against everybody at some times. So a lot of times they're in control of a major mission objective that you guys have to fight through to get to. So just be prepared for that. There is no more going easy. They're going to be fighting extremely hard to keep you guys out from some of these high point objectives, unlike the building one thing. So that's going to be its own special aspect of gameplay. Then we're also going to have civilians walking around. These are going to be NPCs set up as ambiance. Some of them might be armed. They will probably be using propane fired weapons and stuff like that if Echo 4 does come up. We should have we should have confirmation sometime next week on when they're coming up and all that. And I know a few of you guys were asking about being part of the civilian faction. So they're going to
Jesus.
It's okay, Gert's a minority.
I expected better of you, Gert. That's all I'm saying.
I'll just say it that in that particular way. Gert's a minority. I guess you could say that.
Gert, you were my shining hope on this chat, and I blame Stu. Stu's just a bad influence on everybody.
I want Stu to come out to the game, but I think Stu's already been out to like 2 or 3 of our games. He just hasn't told us yet.
Mm-hmm. He's the part of the brisket bandit.
Yeah, he probably is. He's probably the bastard that was in the backside going, "So tasty and delicious."
Civilians, aka collateral. No. That's called acceptable losses.
Cooper, this is going to be at the Crescent Haunted Crescent Sanatorium in Crescent, Pennsylvania. It's where
Which
we
is
have
in
all of our
Crescent.
games, which is in Crescent, Pennsylvania. Crescent. I got the bottle ready. Yeah, just don't drop it this time. Don't give it to him in a box.
Or at least
Oh,
like
I remember
box
that.
that's not like ripping on the bottom.
I remember
I
that.
cried.
I remember that story.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Touche skin. So what questions you guys have about Syndicate that we can answer? Because this is not going to be a long stream tonight. We're going to be on for a little bit talking about it. I love the fact that each time Gert comes up, he gives us gifts. I got something I shouldn't be allowed to use, which is a very sharp weapon, a sword. So I've been given a sharp pokey poke that gives my extension. It gives me about a 2-foot extension on my arm.
I'm pretty sure it's
It
a
got
felony to
alcohol.
arm a Floridian.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is very bad to arm us. Let's see here. One of the questions I know that people are going to be asking about is, are we going to be having people camp out on the AO? Not for this event. So this event, it's going to be camping out in the parking lot because we're going to need every available building for play because this event's going to be jam packed. We're going to pack it to the gills. This time it's dagger. You're 12 and in Texas. Yeah, Cooper, you can't come to this one, unfortunately.
You're so
Anything important someone should know their first time at a Syndicate event? Yes.
There's a lot.
I'm sure there's
one, it's probably going to be cold, so pack accordingly. 2, it's definitely the camos, right? It's definitely what side signifies your side.
tan or green, yep.
Tan or green. I highly recommend if you're wearing a civvy top, try to keep it as green as possible so you can go through. Your kit doesn't matter. Your plate carrier, battle belt, any pouches.
We do that, Stu.
Doesn't matter. But it's highly recommended that you go with your proper team color so you don't get team killed. There was that one dude that was running around with that tan plate carrier on green at Scorched Earth, and he got lit up so many times. It was not even funny. And then they wouldn't res him either. They wouldn't medic him because they thought he was a tan player. So,
yeah, absolute hilarity was he stepped out of Echo, tans on one side of the field, greens on the other side of the field. They both turned to light him up.
Steven, the tickets are already on sale. You can get them right there.
As far as the field goes, doors don't exist. I tell you flat out. Go ahead.
Yeah.
If it's open, leave it open. If it's closed, leave it closed. If it seems like it's a door that can open and close, check it about 20 times before you go in. Because if you lock yourself into a cell, you are going on the wall of shame as we wait for somebody to find a way to get you out.
Because depending on the cell block, it might mean going through literally 1,000 pounds of keys to find out which one it is. That's why I have duplicates of all my gear in opposing colors. Same with me.
Well, faded Ranger green.
Number 2, there is no plumbing. There is no electricity. The toilets do not work.
Do not use
Do
them.
not use the toilets. Do not use the toilets.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't use any part of the building for a toilet.
You never know where that camera might show up.
Some other important factors is that you stay out of the promenade of the chapel. You cannot be in a specific area shooting. Yes, Brian. It's the same rules as Scorched Earth. There's just a few more. There's a lot more NPCs here that you'll be interacting with because if the civilians come up and go through. What's the itinerary for that weekend? All right, so the itinerary for the weekend, it should already be up because we keep it
Under
pretty
the up
close.
It was.
Give me 1 second here. I am 90% this is going to stick to the true. So the Syndicate rule set should have the dates and times in there. All right, so per normal, actually it doesn't need to be updated because it says 12 o'clock gates open. It's 1 o'clock. So I'll update this. So 1 o'clock, the gates are going to open. Once they open, check-in and registration begins. As soon as you come on property, you have to go in and with your waivers before you do anything else. If you're setting up encampments, that's fine, but you have to come inside and register first to get everything going. 2 o'clock, Chrono should be open. 6 p.m. if there's a JTF mission, will be a JTF safety brief. Right now, it's about 70% that we're going to have a JTF missions for Friday night. And if that's the case, you must, and I mean must, be at that safety brief. There's only one. If you're not there, you lose your ticket. It's that important that you're at that particular safety brief. It's not like our safety briefs where we're keep going over and over and over again to make sure everybody gets their safety brief. It's a matter of the JTF one. They pull everybody in and they give you everything that you need right then and there. And that's it. If you come in late or anything else, you're probably not doing your event. So you want to be there at 6 o'clock. Actually, probably be there at 5:30, ready to go. And they'll have a list of all the stuff that's there for who's going and what group and everything else. So if we have JTF missions, which I think hopefully we'll have the answer by next week, we'll be able to put those tickets up for sale. Those are limited. And I believe they're going to be $60, but I have to find out just how many tickets that we're going to be able to have for the JTF mission. I believe it's going to be capped out at 40. So after that, we're going to have the JTF missions will probably run to about midnight. 7 a.m. on Saturday, check-in and Chrono will open back up again until 9:15 at 9:50. Yeah, this has to be updated a little bit because the game starts at 10:30, not 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. or 10:10, they're going to have everybody deploy out to your staging areas. 1 p.m. is going to be 1 to 2:15 is going to be the first lunch break. We'll do 2:30 will be the next Evo. 6 p.m. Evo's over. And then from 8 to 10 p.m. is going to be the night game. Or 8 to 9:30. Sorry, 8 to 9:30 will be the night game. Sunday, it's going to be 9 a.m. update. 10 o'clock start. And then ends at 1 o'clock. Then the raffle, get everything closed out. We're good to go. So that's sort of like what the things are. So I will make sure this gets updated. For those who are new, what is a JTF mission? Okay.
Joint Task Force.
Here's the thing. If you don't have PTSD,
you will get it.
It is the most intense airsoft experience you're ever going to have. There's fire. There's actual fire going off around you, so you're going to hear the shots being fired. We recommend ear protection. You're going to hear things exploding. It is going to be intense, high speed, loud.
Super realistic.
Just
So you got the video?
Just the fist.
Must.
go. Clear it out. Clear the threshold. Go.
Get out of the corner.
I love the smoke detector going off.
Fuck! Skywalker, Ramsey's down! Hey, someone's gonna have to like this. Yo, we got our HCT up here, let's go! You got this? Got it.
This just gives you a good sense of
Oh,
the
here
stuff
we got
that's
too
going
many hallways
on.
ahead. Secure his ass before we move.
Copy that. Tell me to start, man.
He was yelling about fuck all of you!
That's Sebastian.
Fuck him up!
Yeah,
Hey, get him secured! Sit down!
totally.
Get down, you fake turtle!
True CIA fashion.
Get some cuffs on him! Get those some real cuffs! Watch this hallway, watch these doors. Don't look from here. Get cuffs on him.
Fuck you down!
Get him cuffed! Get him cuffed! You need to.
No! No! Oh, we don't do this hard way. No! No! Fuck you, piece of shit! Fuck you!
Language this one's not good. Language.
Alright, hey, he was yelling about something when we got in here. Find out what the fuck he was yelling about.
So this is just the start of the game, right? Just the start.
Of the
Find out
GTF
what the fuck
mission.
he was yelling about.
Each
We're stuck
JTF
in a
mission
corner
lasts about
waiting.
40 minutes or so. So you
Watch
have
there,
specific
six.
missions and everything
We go
else
next
that you must
Rex,
do.
is there any-
And so that gives you a sort of a sense of what you're going to be in for when it comes down to these missions. I remember that shit. I got PTS from it. They're intense. I mean, just following behind it, I was like, man, I really wanted to do one myself. So
Is it going to be live on stream? No. Somebody may try to stream, but we're going to be in a prison on a mountain.
I mean, the one of the bigger things that with the JTF missions, the reason why we have these and everything else, because it helps us bring the Echo 4 guys up to our event, and they can put on all sorts of special stuff for you guys, pyro stuff and everything else that really brings to the ambiance of an event like this. So it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. It's going to be very action packed. So I love the questions. If we could keep bringing them up, I mean, I'll try to live stream it, but if there's anything that involves the tunnels, it ain't going to go live for very long. So, and Gert, that was Gert's first time ever playing Airsoft was to do a JTF mission. He could only go downhill from there. So, yeah, I could probably throw up the entire game. So, what other question? Same vendor's going to be from the last event. Yes, we will definitely be having Amped Airsoft will be out there. They're one of our biggest supporters, without a doubt. And Jackal Tactical will be out there. Tactical Airsoft Combat Solutions should be there. I believe also Press On Apparel should be there. And a few others. I think even On To Go Surplus should be there. Man, I wish if On To Go Surplus was actually at Scorched Earth, they would have made bank on how many people showed up in the wrong outfits.
Right?
I mean, and one of the things I will say, where the hell are these people at? Must be on the DEA page.
The banana stand? There's always money in the banana stand.
Okay, so that Brandon handling. All right, adding the banana stand.
Do we know if the food guys are going to be back?
The food truck guy are going to be back for sure. Wiener, I think your door's open.
No, it's closed.
Background from somebody.
Is that you watching something? Were you watching?
No. I'm actually drafting a letter here, so to send to somebody. So that's what I'm doing. But no, there could be the TV in the background. I have my headset on, so I can't hear. Let's see. Microphone.
Stu, nobody wants to know about your banana hammock.
Stu.
And it's not a banana hammock on Stu anyway. It's like a wiener. Was it a Vienna Snuggie?
You could have said Wiener Snuggie. You could have said Wiener Snuggie. I'm not offended.
Any word on where the CPs will be at? Yes.
Dang, they want all this information early. Dang.
Well, I mean, these are good questions for people to have. I mean, it's going to be Alpha and 8. The reason why we keep using those two same ones is because it's almost equal distance for the main buildings inside the facility. It gives some really good areas. We were thinking about once again going down to the bottom part of the map, like 8, 9, and 10 again, and having people come up. But the problem that comes up with that, it's literally an uphill climb, and it means that whoever's positioned down there also lose out on a lot of the buildings. So in order to keep it, Commando's got to know.
Yeah, and we're aware of the issues with A. We're working on it.
Not those CPs. Now this time, the two sides swapped again. So green now has 8, and tan has. Was that the last hurrah with H? Oh hell no! We're gonna still play stuff inside of H, Lauren. We were gonna turn that into a little mini field.
H needs a lot of work. I was gonna say a little lot, but we got to do some tweaking in there.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I put so much work into that. So what else was I going to say? The tan now has Alpha, green has 8. For the battle of those two sides, what's going to go down? So again, those sides switched out. They're supposed to be non-killers. You're not supposed to be able to shoot within 100 feet of those CPs.
Oh no, they were getting killed from well outside of 100 feet. Was the issue that was happening. The problem is it's a downhill shot. Yeah, the CPs will always be a no-shoot zone, but we're going to have to enforce. There's a difference between not shooting within 100 feet and just not shooting at the CP.
Yeah,
because the issue was a lot of people were actually outside 100 feet. I responded to most of those calls. They were not cheating; they just had good guns.
Yeah, that's what we plan to do. You cannot shoot at A. You cannot shoot at the thing. This time we're actually going to have like the game day brief before we send people to their CPs is going to be right in front of Building 5 because we need everybody to turn around and look at the chapel to make sure nobody is anywhere near that building or near that facility. The TAM players were right when people ran into that little courtyard of the chapel. The TAM aimed at the green, but they put their guns up because they couldn't shoot, and the green guys were shooting from there. So we have to make sure that doesn't happen again. So that's what we're going to make sure for that. So that's where the things are, because then both teams can go to their respective CPs from that point. There will be a night game. The night game are going to count for points, and it goes depending on the players. Depends on how many people we have set up for those night games. So if we only have 100 people playing, it's only going to be a couple buildings. We have everybody playing, it's going to be a lot higher. Yeah, Wiener, turn your mic sensitivity down just a little bit.
All we can hear is the TV behind you.
And it's in the other room, and there's a door closed between it. So hang on a second.
There it goes.
Holy shit! It is loud. Let's see. I
Jim
got,
tearing it out.
Will drone strikes still be in play? Yes, they will be. There's
Drone
gonna
strikes will still be in play, but we are making the grid squares smaller.
and there might be mortar strikes. There's probably going to be some more airstrike stuff that happens for this event. No, what I think was happening as soon as he doesn't talk or interact with the mic, it just gets more sensitive to try to pick up any sort of noise, and that's what it was homing in on in Wiener's background. Prisoners are still going to be a thing. So, if you guys know, you know. Really easy to take prisoners. You walk up to them. You say, "I'm taking you prisoner. Do you have a kill card or any intel?" You put your hand on them. You count for 15 seconds, and then they're with you for as many lives as they have left. If they only have, if they've already been killed 3 times and they're waiting to be waiting to bleed out, they can still be captured once. The only person that you lay hands on or have to manhandle in any way, shape, or form is Nikolai. It's always going to be a fight, and you better search Nikolai from top to bottom, because as Green and Tan can both test, they died a lot because a lot of people died. Let's put it that way.
Will laser use be limited? So laser use is going to be limited again. It's going to be to our laser. I got a new one that actually works. The reason Score shows I allowed other lasers in play is because ours didn't work, and it would have broken a game mechanic. But the sheer amount of laser abuse that happened at Scorched Earth, yeah, no. Especially the guy that admitted to me while I was questioning him that he shined the laser in the guy's face and he kept shooting, and the other guy kept shooting him. And I said, "Why did you shine a laser in his face?" And he stared at me and blinked. And I was like, "Well, that's a war crime. Enjoy your respawn."
Brian, they didn't find it twice. Each side couldn't find it. And both times on the video where people are grabbing me, I say shit because I think that they found it on me. And luckily they didn't.
Can we shoot the bus? I don't know if the bus is actually going to be on the field.
The bus will probably bus is not a combat machine at this point. It's not a combat. We'll talk over bus rules a little bit later on. But if the bus is moving, it is literally just the transport the drop. There would be no shooting from the bus. We always tell people, save your tag and stuff for other events where there's more vehicles and everything else. Because of the way the property is set up, because of the narrow avenues of the property, we're not going to be allowing POVs out there. There's just not a lot of open space to do it.
No.
So there was just a face that poked in.
Yeah, I saw.
No, Tubbs, you now have 8 as your CP because you took over. You took over from that. Well, the cartel last time took over DEA spawn. So let's see here. What other questions that were there?
how bad's it now? Or can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you just fine. And we can't hear anything in the background, so you're being pretty quiet. So if the bus is a stationary object that's being placed in a specific location, we might allow you guys to do something to take out the guns that are on it. But the bus would be positioned, like right now, my goal is because of some of the problems that people are complaining about and everything else about Alpha, the bus might be parked on the field right over by 6, being a huge blocking point for the AO.
Yeah. Because I actually brought out road markers with little flags on them to mark off the area around Alpha, and somebody stole those. So I found one kid running around with it attached to his back, and I said, "What? Why did you think that was okay?"
The words that had one being played this time couldn't find a green one quick enough before Scorched Earth. Nice.
Tactical wizard.
All right, let's see here. I love the
You
questions
need
you guys.
multicam, Tyler. You need multicam wizard robes, and you need to get the Harry Potter Glock.
Airsoft is why we can't have nice things. Well, I mean, honestly, some of the stuff, and the other answer to the other question is you cannot use any sort of tag and projectile as an anti-personnel device.
There are no aerials. You need to pull a pin.
Looks like Sal just went live.
He's probably announcing Bone Strike tickets are going to drop.
That's
Bone
okay,
Crusher.
Yep, I'm trying to find it now. Just had it. There he is. See if I can.
I mean, if we can get somebody to donate like Connex containers, oh,
I heard about all the guys, the lake owners that were there for the
is
first
that coming from you, Joker?
No, that's coming from Wiener.
Yeah. Let me mute myself again.
You know, there we are, right? You know, Iron Dagger 2.
Now let's see what other questions that came in.
All right. Already got him.
I will count this time. Tubbs, if the extra buddies I am supposed to have actually show up, I'll have somebody in your CP to do the counting for you. We had a lot of staff not able to show up at the very last minute.
Yes, we did.
So can I shoot some of my G30s? Here's the thing. If I'm not in play and you shoot me, I have my hit check gun in the truck.
I will giggle.
I'm going to test fire at you repeatedly. Wait, who said that? Also, Stu, that means you actually have to come to a game and tell me it's you, or it doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most annoying thing y'all have to deal with when running events? Players.
No, that's wrong, Brandon. I don't know who told you that.
Brandon? Is that the Facebook user?
Yeah.
No, we are Milsim Light, my dude.
Let's see here. There was a question here. The civilian Op 4 sides will be the large factions or a much smaller number. The Op 4 team at the most, I think, is going to be 15. And the civilians, probably around the same number, 10 to 15. And only one Nikolai.
Tell me about it, Nick. Tell me about it. Only if it's on Brainerd.
Are suplexes allowed?
Only if it's on Brainerd, because I really want to see somebody try to suplex Brainerd.
You try, and he'd just be like, as soon as they go to grab, it's going to be like a small person hanging onto a big tree, swing it from the branches. Let's see here. What other questions we have? So you can carry as many mags as you want to carry on you, and you can carry a whole bunch of grenades. There was like one dude that was running around with like 10 to 15 grenades on, and it was really hilarious when Nikolai came up to him and knocked one off of him because he was being captured. He got a little then about it, but it's like, is what it is. And then of course then there's Rodriguez that had like nothing but grenades.
I don't even think he actually fired his gun that entire game. He was just lobbing grenades. That being said, if you were like the lovely gentleman that decided to carry a bunch of grenades on a carabiner by the pins, who blew $60 of grenades in one shot because he wasn't paying attention. Yeah, he went to pull a grenade off because I get it. It keeps the pin on the carabiner, and I appreciate that. I have a box in my car right now of all the grenade pins I picked up after Scorch Earth. But he pulled the carabiner instead of the grenade, and all the pins came with it.
All right, so let's talk about a couple other things too when it comes down to cleaning and everything else, because we want to make sure that that the site is clean before we start playing and after we leave. And the question goes, why would we clean up beforehand? Because it makes cleaning up afterwards a lot easier. So it would make it a hell of a lot easier after the fact. So per normal, we will be setting up raffle tickets for you guys will earn raffle tickets for grenades, for the grenade shells in particular, but all the trash pretty much coming up off the field. So if you guys, there was a couple of people that I could tell you right now, the people that won a lot of the raffle items were because they cleaned up the most. So just to give you guys an update on how important that area is, it is super important. If you see stuff, bring it, show it up to us, and we'll make sure that you get credit for it. What other questions? Yeah, you have to bring it into building 2 so people can see the trash that's there. We don't care if you get a set of your own little trash bag up inside of like your CPs and put your name on it and say, look, this is my trash bag to come in. Crytek 3 P90, that's 3,000 BBs. Nice. Oh. So, yeah, they don't really clean the old newspapers and everything else. It's really just the modern trash that we're looking for. And luckily, nobody's really brought in any of that older stuff or anything else that's out there. At least our Milsimmers know the difference between trash that needs to be picked up and trash that needs to be left behind. Like the grenade frags are the best thing to get picked up, though, really, because of how many people throw stuff through. So let me guess, Weeder, you're looking at 2 different things, or you're trying to figure out when they're dropping the tickets?
He's not even listening.
No. He's too busy paying attention to Sal because the Bone Strike tickets are dropping for TCA. That's that other prison that's in February down
Those
in
other guys.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's still Lauren. Some notable items are gone, but could always be Sticky Finger Explorers too. Yeah, we were talking about things that people need to know.
Other things that people need to know, you can't there's no full auto inside the buildings. Later, Gert, if you do have something, that's a discussion that needs to come up in
What?
hold on a second. So the 2 primaries. Players have made an excellent point if they want to carry a sniper rifle and then an SMG or anything else. I'm with them on that. I don't think we need to limit why they are not allowed to carry 2 primaries. If somebody wants to haul that much weight around.
No, it's a limit for a specific reason. There's not so much as carrying weight around. Is that if you're going to have a roll advantage, you're going to have a roll advantage. Nobody is a jack of all trades. If we allow that, then what's the point of having weapons restrictions at all?
Good job, Harriman.
For the record, there's never been a rule against carrying an SMG and a sniper rifle. SMG can be a secondary. An M4 cannot be a secondary.
Gotcha, Wiener. All right.
So to be clear, I've never ruled against that. You've always been allowed, and people did it at Scorched Earth, people have done it at Syndicate. You have to have a secondary. SMG counts as a secondary. That's its general role and purpose. However, running around with a bolt-action sniper rifle and the DMR and calling the DMR your secondary is absolute BS. Perryman.
Catch up, son. Catch up.
However, I am putting my foot down on this because it was allowed before, and one gentleman managed to abuse the crap out of it, and that's shower grenades indoors. I was in building 4 when the grenade spam of shower grenades came hurtling down the hallway because he had a rotary launcher and gave nobody any time at all to call a hit.
That's never fun. Those things suck so hard. I've always been against like the shower shells and tight indoor only because it causes fights and everything else. And it causes problems.
It does. So yeah, that's a ruling going into effect as of now because I witnessed firsthand the sheer stupidity. Airsofters are the reason airsofters can't have nice things.
There's something else that needs to be said. No glitter. Somebody might have been joking around talking about, doing some glitter bombs. No glitter, guys. No glitter. You're caught with glitter on the AO, you're getting kicked off the AO. The last thing that we need is this place to suddenly have glitter showing up all over the place. Lauren, who is watching, will probably flip her shit if there's suddenly glitter everywhere.
The glitter incident is my fault, and I'll take blame. And that's because, and the guy actually followed the rules. What I stated was if it's cake glitter, because cake glitter will dissolve.
No glitter. Word from the boss. Negative, Ghost Rider. No glitter. It doesn't care if
I
it
have to go
dissolves.
unload some gold grenades.
No glitter.
Lauren's
Nick, people that want to make their boom booms be fabulous.
No. So it started off actually in California with the glitter bombing grenades. And at Ballahack is the first time we actually had to use them in force, is because when you use thunder bees or sound grenades that don't disperse anything, people just shrug off the hit. We were playing at LA Skate Park, and I filled one up with cake glitter, and it went off, and the guy tried to swear up and down. He wasn't in the building. He didn't get hit, and the ref walks over and goes, "Why are you covered in glitter then?"
No glitter. Lauren,
Is that Lauren?
that is Lauren. What she asked.
She said it. She said it. Nope, she's lost.
No glitter. Sin. No freaking glitter. Because you know what's going to happen. Oops, my bad. I forgot to do it.
Joker just doesn't
right.
like fun.
Glitter and Sprout approved.
It's on.
I am not starting. No, not it.
So what I hear, Lauren, is we're going to glitter bomb Casey's office.
I am going to be conveniently off site in Pittsburgh when that happens.
The problem with flour, and I know a bunch of people love the flour, is that if it gets in gear, it's a pain in the ass to get it out. If it gets in a gun, it's even worse.
Yeah.
No flour. Flour is 30 billion times worse than glitter.
We're just going to ask that you only put BBs inside of your Thunder Bees or any other pyro that you got to use.
Yeah. Also, and for your benefit, if you're going to put BBs inside of a Thunder Bee, do not overpack it because you are going to wreck your core.
All right. Why don't we
Tubbs, I love you.
Jay turn to green pie? No glitter. None. Don't no. It's officially on the banned items list. It's drugs, alcohol, and fucking glitter, okay? Glitter. It's there. 1 hour and 8 minutes. Glitter is banned. So, in other news, yes, we will be having another cream pieing episode for Battle Bus Adventures to raise money to help people play to play Airsoft in that or have limited mobility. So, front parking lot, no glitter. Period. End stop. Bye, Lauren. So what I'm going to tell you all is to please be respectful of the property, because I guarantee you, while Lauren might think it's okay, KC will say no. And I'm not getting in between mom and dad. I don't like that. I already have horror stories and PTSD from that when I was a kid. No, thank you. We're going to keep going. Chocolate gummy and Jimmy's. See, Lauren generally does not think glitter is okay. It is a very bad idea. But we will be doing the face pie creaming stuff again. We should have an updated vendor list for Syndicate 3. This event's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. I would suggest packing for cold. Our history with the April event has been freezing. So you might want to pack accordingly. I will have the hotel block confirmed by no later than Monday. The form evidently that got sent over was out of date, and I got a new one today that I sent over already. So, guys, let's have, this is really going to be a fun and badass event. All right. So, is there any other kilts for the win? I swear to God, if it's freezing outside and you guys have long johns on underneath, I'll laugh my ass off. If you guys have
Kilts are
stockings,
surprisingly warm.
not for the legs.
Yeah, they are. It makes a heat umbrella around your crotch. It's like 42 here, and I've been rocking a kilt all day.
Stu, see, I know Stu probably is not his real name, so that's why we don't know who he is, and he's probably been out to the site like 4 or 5 times already. He's probably been to every single event that we've had. Who said that? Who the hell said that?
What? What?
Oh, Lauren said that. April 23. Oh my God, 60s all month. Yeah. Good luck with that, Lauren.
Lauren, you suck
Last
at
time it
waving.
was 26 degrees outside. I really don't want to hear it. So let's see. All right. Any other questions that we have? Because we're going to be rolling this up in about 15 minutes here. Yeah, you're not the only one. Come on, that's warm. Hey, look, I'll run and gun all day in that weather.
If you think 40 degrees is t-shirt weather, there's something wrong with you. Like, need a therapist and sock puppet's kind of wrong with you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stu. Let's see. Any other things that we can go over that's gonna be fun? We will have patches. We'll have wristbands. Tubbs. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. The Courtyard by Marriott. It's going to be the same hotel. Right now, Nick, it's going to be the Courtyard by Marriott. We're probably going to fill those up pretty quick. You want to switch over?
I'm just saying, we never see Stu and Russ Rat at the same place at the same time.
Hotel party in my room. I hear you, Tubbs. Hopefully, I'll be a lot less. I'll be a lot less tired for that event. So, per normal. Also, if you guys want to come and help out beforehand for cleanup and everything else, there's now going to be patches for the cleanup crew. And we appreciate people that help us clean up before and after the event. The more that we can get done and take care of, the better off we are. So, if you guys have any,
Speaking of which, I don't know if you can see it. It's cleaned up nicely.
All right. Any other questions? I know what Wiener's doing. Wiener's paying attention to Sal.
I'm listening to Sal. He's still going. He's talking about all the events, including another possible Starburst and then crossbow.
Oh, nice.
And also trench knife too.
Yeah, what was the name of the murder in?
Give me 1 second.
We can tell them where not to go.
I'll pull it up now. I'll try to find it.
So we're gonna have the hotel block set up. If you miss out on that, there's a bunch of other places to stay. I advise you to not stay at the place he's about to post.
We can still hear Sal.
You still hear Sal? Okay.
I can still hear Sal.
Why is this mic so sensitive? Hang on.
Tell Sal he owes his endorsement money. Was it the red carpet in?
No. Wait, no, was it red? I'm trying to find it. Give me a second. As soon as I see it, I know exactly what it is.
Their motto should be, "We'll leave the tetanus on for you."
Where the hell is it? It has red in the name. That's for damn sure.
Well, Smurf says it was
The
red carpet in.
Red carpet in, yeah. It's red carpet in. Don't go there. The red carpet in was
it looked like it belonged on the AO.
It was like the only hotel left because it was a Penn State weekend. Well, you Red Roof Inn, you have a whole different mentality there. That's like it's either hookers or hooker knife fights, okay?
I mean, they do leave the light on for you, so you can see the hooker knife fights.
Hey, what's up, Stingray? How you doing, man? Let's see here. Yeah, the Quality Inn's a good one. Do not stay at the travel. What is it? The Travel Lodge.
Travel Lodge is a train wreck.
Yeah. Fun fact: I'm trespassed from there. Let's see here.
What? You seeing this?
No, what?
Private chat.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think it's a travel lodge. So just be careful about that place, guys. There's a lot, but there are a
Also,
lot of
when in
good.
doubt, guys, about anything, you guys, most of you stalk us on Facebook and everywhere else. Ask us questions. As long as you're not messaging me at 3 a.m, Jay Rodriguez.
My screen's all locked up, so I can't see anything.
Yeah, you're frozen on my screen. He's got that facial expression. You see on this wiener? You're still muted.
I know. Sal's talking pretty loud, but yeah, Mark's got that look on his face like he just had a roach
Did you say
stuck up his
donuts?
nose. Say that again.
His face is like, did you say donuts?
Donuts.
So, hey, major shout out to everybody who's trying to
Sushi?
play Toys
Sushi?
for Tots for a food drive game across the community.
But so once the hotel block is up, guys, make sure you get in quick if you want a hotel room. In my personal opinion, the hotel room block is actually another event in itself at these events. If you haven't done quote unquote hot tubs with tubs, you should. It's a good time hanging out and getting to meet people. What it comes down to is what you're literally paying for comes down to you're actually paying for 3 to 4 events because you have the JTF missions, which are separate, but you got night game. Well, technically 2 night games depending on the event, or if we have H up and running. The day game, the raffle, which is an event to itself if you've never been to the raffle. If you want to see a fat man dance on a table, come to the raffle. If you've seen Joker dance on a table, please come to the raffle.
It's scary.
Can't hear you.
Me or Mark? Oh,
Mark,
Mark.
what happened?
Test.
There you are. You're there.
There you are. You're low.
I don't know what the hell happened. I had to restart my computer. It was totally frozen. So I was
Good night,
going
Stingray.
Come back on mute.
Look, people want the Hawaiian shirts. You guys get the Hawaiian shirts, all right? It started as a thing back in what, Syndicate 1, I think, and it's been there ever since. So, yeah, I'm looking for. I mean, I'm looking forward to going back out there and dancing for you guys, covered in cream. Yeah, I know all the phrasing. Because the shirt I'll go on, it will definitely be the shirt that I wore at the frickin' pieing again.
So, fun fact, so many of my friends saw photos of that and were like, hey, can we throw money at this? And I was like, yeah, show up. So there may be people rolling in just to pay money to watch me get a pie in the face.
I'm okay with that. Tell them to get a press pass.
But yeah, so like I was saying, if you miss out on the hotel block, it's worth it. Sorry, so you don't miss out on a hotel block. It's worth it to get the hotel room and come hang out with us. Also, sleep out on the AO if you want. There is a bunch of weird parties that happen in our parking lot. Somebody at Scorched Earth was having a polka party in their parking lot camp. Yeah, I pulled up and there's polka music coming out of somebody's tent. I look over and they're all dancing to polka.
That's awesome. All right.
All right, guys. Anything else?
We will have combat controllers again. That's what a 10 count is for. Sets up in 30 seconds. Best sleep I've gotten in my camping life. All right, let me just explain one thing about the way our admins and stuff work here. We have 3 levels. We have our embedded admins. These are guys that are on there that they might be our newer admins. They might be people that we can trust and everything else. They'll be embedded on each team. They only police their own sides, right? Then we have our combat controllers. Combat controllers will still be embedded on each team. A couple of them might actually stop out and go around and be in red shirts. Is a possibility as well, but most of the times they're going to be playing and in there. Our combat controllers have more authority to make more decisions. So figure our embedded admins are our admin or our admin trainees, and combat controllers are ones that have been established. They've been with us for a very long period of time. Plus, they've refed other locations. Then we have our straight up admins, and right now there's 3 of them. There's Virtue, Toucan or Christian, and myself. I can tell you right now, if I'm coming out of whatever I'm doing, playing or getting ready to packing up and getting site clean, getting ready to leave, and I have to stop whatever duties I'm doing to come deal with an admin issue, almost guaranteed that it's not going to be a good time for somebody. You're probably going to the parking lot. We had probably the biggest amount of fuckery that has happened at our events on Sunday. There was so many war crimes issued on Sunday. I think it surpassed the amount of war crimes that were on Saturday and Syndicate 2 combined. Every 30 seconds to a minute, I was on the radio saying war crime, war crime, war crime, seeing new ones. Do we have insurance? Yes. At least we have insurance, Stu.
Did I send you that meme somebody made of me?
No.
I thought I sent it to you.
So, Nick, we need to know you and be able to trust you, because when it comes down to, for us, our players, the people that are out there, we hold a high standard. Sure, we want everybody to be treated adequately, fairly, and everything else, but at the same time, we also want to make sure that stuff's going on. Like one of the embeds made a really bad call about somebody with a supposed binary trigger. He had binary on it, but he switched it during lunch to not have binary. Came back out on the field. They held him inside of the CP, made him feel like garbage, and he was saying he doesn't have binary. When I showed up, because I had to come out of what I was doing to go see him, the embedded admin never pulled the trigger to see if it had binary or not. That's unacceptable. I mean, that person learned their lesson, of course, but that's the stuff that we're trying to do. Even the tone that we take, the only time a harsh tone should be taken is if something definitely needs to be corrected and adjusted right there. Just because somebody is like doing whatever, they, like simple, screw around stuff. That's not the need to go to amped up to 10 with the stuff. The only
and I will say this with complete ownership of the statement. My admin know I operate off of Roadhouse rules. We are polite until we don't have to be. And as was stated by a player, if I have to get out of the truck, if Christian has to get out of the truck, if Joker has to get out of character, you have already fucked up.
Can Mute be an admin? No, because he has to be able to vocalize. But I did get Mute to screw up. That was and say, "What pie?"
I kind of want Mute to be an admin, but I want to give him signs like Wile E. Coyote.
War crime, war crime, war crime. So what's going to end up happening this time? Also,
Stu, you can't even be an adult.
We are going to be having conversations with with the COs at the end of every Evo, letting them know what war crimes have happened for that for the previous thing. So we'll have a tally of stuff that's up there and say, here's where your team is screwing up, correct it. Because the last thing you want to do is lose because of stupidity, and that's what we happen. Your camera's a lot of focus, Virtue.
What in the hell?
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
Sal's
back.
done. Sal's done. Had to listen to it all.
And apparently can't handle black people in 4K. There it goes.
It looks good.
Um,
It looks.
So the other thing that we're also going to do too is probably
Oh shit! Sal's calling me. I'll talk to you a bit.
Wow.
Let's see. Now
Cheating
Sal.
on us already, Wiener.
Yep. Nope.
tell Sal we love him.
Here's the thing, Nick. Show up and play, and I'll assign you to somebody that it's again. I don't know you. I will assign you to a buddy. We had a guy that his first time ever adminning was this weekend. He got stuck with a partner to learn the ropes. The also thing is I need to make sure. You're right, Tyler. Fucking love you, man. I love you, Tyler. But Nick, if you show up to the event, come find me. We'll talk. I'll partner you up with somebody, and that's who you'll run with. And then at the end of it, they will tell me how you did. I will see how you did because I'll be around. Joker will see how you did. Christian will see how you did, and we'll make our call from there. I don't arbitrarily. We have guys that play that are admins at other fields and other events in the area. And no offense to them, I don't trust them to be an admin. And the simple thing is, it's not the big calls that will screw us up. It's the small calls.
It's the little ones.
Because small calls. Sorry, go ahead.
What I was going to say is that when you're like an embedded admin and everything else, you're not playing to win the game at that point.
Yeah, it's not your job to win. It's not your job to help your team win, which a lot of people have issues with.
It's one of those most delicate things that, God damn it. Sorry, I'm getting the links together for Discord and all that.
Like, for example, the guy with the binary trigger, the embed that made that call, knows better. He should have known better. And even after the fact, he was like, "Yeah, I fucked up."
That's the Discord link for for Big House Milsim. So if you guys want, go ahead and join that up. The other one is for Players Wanted. This is why can't we just have a permanent link? Discord, okay? Just have a permanent link.
You can set that. Set it to never expire.
I did, and it's still reset and defaulted.
Here, give me a sec. Oh God, Windows 11. I got to get used to this.
Here, I'll hide Wiener for now.
Hide the wiener.
So it's just the two of us again. Yeah, so like the COs, they're the rare exception where they're they're combat controllers, they're embedded admins, you know, they have a position of power, but they're to police their own and they're there to win. But if you're anybody else, you're really not there to win. You're there to make sure that to have a good time playing and having fun and all that. So that's where we try to make sure that everybody has a good time with the sport, a good time at our facility, and with our players and everything else. It's one of the key things that we look for going through is that how we feel is going to be a good event is not just, you know, making sure the gameplay is solid and everything else, but the player experience when they go to leave. If they're leaving on a positive note, then we've succeeded. We've done more with less. That's why we always ask for input, ask for feedback so we can make adjustments and everything else. Not everything's going to be adapted. You know, there's stuff that's going to be staples for our events that are not normal everywhere else. But that's what we do here. That's why we make these unique plays. So hopefully you all can respect and understand that and all that, and will give us what we need feedback wise, and just increase the good behavior next time, because I really don't have to kick players off the field because of physical contact.
My dude.
Hookers and blow. Hookers and blow. Hookers
My
and
dude.
blow.
Tubbs. No. Do I need to go put that shirt back on? But Tubbs, you got your work cut out for you, man. I handed you a legacy. You got to keep the streak going, brother.
I'll stop at every truck stop on the way to AO. Had to know that was coming. All right. At this point, we're 1 hour and 33 minutes in. I think we've answered a whole lot of the questions. Hopefully, we'll see you guys on some of the different discords here, asking your questions and all that. We're once again going to be dedicating our streams to our Thursday streams to talking about the big house games. Also, the other tickets that dropped too have been for Geigerlands. So Geigerlands 2 Electric Boogaloo, those tickets are also on sale for those of you that have been waiting patiently for this event to drop. Give me 1 second. I'll jump into the event. What happened now?
Smurf.
Oh.
Said I'm pushing for your dangerously secure shirt for cartel uniform.
Is it printed to do that before you end up there? All right. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get this link up. All right. And here's the link for Geigerlands 2 Electric Boogaloo. And that's going to be June 2nd through the 4th. So if you guys are looking to come out, have a good time at our events, please feel free to do so. Now is where you start cracking our knuckles and going to shameless plug time. Hopefully Wiener comes back so we can give him a proper good night. But he's talking to Sal about a bunch of different stuff, I'm sure. So he's going to probably be a little bit. But so where can you see us next? Well, this weekend I'm going to be at Wayne's World of Paintball for Wasteland 14. I'm going to be for at least Saturday, possibly Sunday, at that fun event from My Games Productions. Tickets for like it's a 2-day event for only like $60 or something like that. It's really good. At that fun event from My Games Productions.
The hell?
I don't know, but I'm hearing myself talk. I don't think you're going to win, Smurf. I don't think you're going to win that argument. All right. I will be at the Operation Thunderdome in Durham, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, for that event from Operation Lion Claws. Then, as soon as the tickets come out for Bone Crusher, which is going to be February 14th through the 16th, I'll be going to those. I'll be doing that one as well. That should be a fun-filled event. That's going to be in the Milledgeville, Georgia area. It's a great AO. Love the hell out of it. Then I'll be doing the cruise for Pew Pew at Sea, March 3rd through the 6th. And then we're finishing up March with Stonebreaker, March 24th through the 26th. And then, of course, we have Syndicate 3, April 14th through the 16th. And then Geigerlands 2 Electric Boogaloo, June 2nd through the 4th. If this is the first time you guys are coming to the channel, everything else, go ahead and hit that. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that notification icon, hit the bell, subscribe. So you know when everything comes out, we're going to be uploading shorts daily, and we're going to get back to once a week doing the montages and everything else. Yeah, I got an event. I'm not sure if I'm going to Rev 12 yet or not, but I'm trying to. We also stream twice a week, Tuesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Thursdays usually from 8 to 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, where we talk all sorts of stuff that related to Airsoft. So trying to give Wiener like 15 seconds to come back.
I will be making an appearance here in Texas at Dead or Alive 2, which is a Wild West roleplay event they're having, and they decided to make me a villain.
Accurate.
Good, evil, and the guy with high explosives.
Stereotypes.
Well, because last time they ran it, I actually wasn't an NPC. I was just another player, and I apparently made a reputation so bad by getting all the gangs to quote unquote unknowingly work to my ends. I got dubbed a supervillain.
Well, we have a lot of are wanted, dead or alive. Nikolai is, in case Green missed out on this, like they missed out on this last time. You want Nikolai alive, not dead. Just saying. All right, guys. Looks like Wiener's going to be busy for a little bit, so we're just going to go and end the stream now. We'd like to thank you all for watching and supporting us. You can support us more by going and hit one of the membership icons right there, membership options on YouTube. It helps us build up our channel and also do more awesome things for you, the community. Until next time, I'm Joker with Players Wanted. With me, the man with the high kappa. I'm sorry, I'm doing the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappa is Virtue from Sinister Customs, and the black screen that's down below us. It's not a party till Wiener comes out. Wiener. Until next time, may your BBs fly true and your opponents always call your hits. Good night.